It's important to realize the open source community doesn't always have the same goals as your organization. I don't think I'm going to say anything that people haven't already said about how to choose between open source and commercial solutions. But I'll just go over some of the high points. Big picture is what's going to create the most value in your organization. Because open source has tremendous capabilities. We build on it at Katalon. We really value the open source community and all that comes out of it. But it's important to realize the open source community doesn't always have the same goals as your organization. For example, very rarely is there any sort of formal support organization out there to help you. There may be an informal community, just like we have with Katalon. But at Katalon, in addition to an informal community of users and developers, we also have our trained support staff and of course our engineering staff supporting them, who can quickly and effectively respond to issues that you may have with your testing environment, your test scripts, new things that you found in the application under test that are challenging, and we're always working on that. So really, it's the total cost of ownership that you want to look into, because in a pure open source environment, a lot of that support falls on your organization, and that includes not just solving those errors or bugs that I mentioned, but also just keeping up to date with a particular package. So applying updates, applying patches to dependencies that may be involved in that open source package. So you need to think about that. And then beyond that, for some products like our test cloud, you've also got to provision hardware to support that. So by contrast, our test cloud product provisions environments for you, both environments for executing your tests and environments in terms of browsers and mobile devices where your tests can actually execute. So broadly, it's TCO.